What's up, friends? Jake Breen here, Team Utah Cribs at Berkshire Hathaway Utah Properties, covering a popular subject we get questions on all the time. Can I do an ADU? Can I fit it in my backyard? What kind of income would it bring? And so I'm going to do a short video here and then provide some links in the description and tell you where you can go to get more information, because this is an in-depth subject, a very popular subject. And what I've found is consumers love Googling and watching YouTube videos on tiny homes, and everyone's obsessed with it. But the reality is nobody takes it further than that. They don't know how to get one delivered quickly. They don't know what it would cost. They don't know how to connect it to utilities. They don't know if the city would approve it, and on and on and on. So I'm going to squash some of those doubts for you and give you some concrete information here. First of all, Salt Lake City as a city, not the county. The city approved an ADU ordinance roughly April of 2019. I filmed this 11-minute YouTube video back then. If you just want to search on YouTube, ADUs approved in Utah, and perhaps my name, Jake Breen, you'll find this. And I dive deeper there on some of the rules and regulations. All right. You can find, and this is relatively easy by Googling, but I think where to start, most people like looking up cool websites of units they could order, which I've done this for years. I even had ownership in a mobile home manufacturing facility for a while. And I'm here to tell you that's a lot easier to Google than it is to actually get a product delivered and shipped and done on time. And there's virtually, last time I checked, no companies that could get you a unit in a week or two right now. Everybody's pretty booked up. But where you should start is, can your property fit it, and what kind of income would it bring? Now, when Salt Lake City approved the ADU ordinance, there's certain areas, and that shows on this map, and you can just Google Salt Lake City ADU approvals, and you can find this handbook, this PDF, and the map will, the dark green shows you areas the ADUs are already approved. So as long as you follow the guidelines in this pamphlet, the answer is yes, you could do one. Perhaps the biggest guideline is this: you can't do a unit that is any larger than 50% of the footprint of your current home on the property. So if you have 1,000 square foot footprint home, so with a basement, it's a 2,000 foot Rambler and Sugar House, but it's 1,000 foot footprint, you can't do an ADU that's any bigger than 500 feet. And regardless of the size of your home, the largest you can do per code in Salt Lake is a 650 square foot ADU, okay? And then they have what's called conditional use permits on the map. Conditional means you could maybe get one approved in these areas, but that's dependent on the planning commission at Salt Lake City, and you've got to go through a process to get an acceptance from them. And it's going to cost you some time and money and some engineering. Those are the only things I'm going to cover in the handbook. The handbook really goes over all details, where you can place it, what the setbacks need to be, if you got a detached garage, how you can add to that, and an ADU can plug in, and so on. It's a 39-page report, can be found at slcdocs.com/planning guides ADU handbook. And it's a PDF, or just Google Salt Lake City ADU handbook, and you can find that. So what kind of income can these things bring? I'm going to show you pictures of a real live completed unit that we own, that we used as a model that we would actually sell right now for $100,000, and it comes fully furnished. I'm not trying to push the sale of this, but just to give you an idea of one that's in Salt Lake and ready to go. This one's about 480 square feet, has solar panels, is ready to be shipped, is ready to be connected to utilities, and it's pretty roomy. It's a full-size kitchen, stove, oven, fridge, microwave. As you can see there, a little front room, a little storage loft, a full-size traditional bathroom with tub and shower, and a back bedroom that's got a queen-size bed and room for vanities on the side. and pretty tall ceilings, nice sink in the bathroom, full-size tub and shower, as you can see. We have shipped this unit a couple of times. Even if you're not going too far, the cost to have somebody show up and crane it, you're still spending about $6,000 just to move it throughout northern Utah, and then shippers are going to add for mileage. But these things are usually built with clips so that cranes can just kind of hook onto it, crane it off, and put it where you need to on a lot. It can be installed on a foundation, so you can actually add a basement, all that jazz, or it can just be installed on some cement blocks or pillars and then connect to utilities. So it's actually pretty slick. We would sell this unit for 100 grand. Lastly, let me share with you a partnership we have with Modal. We've been in touch with these guys from the CEO down to some of the staff. They're great people. They're in Salt Lake. They've got, in my opinion, the best bang for your buck on price, model, delivery meets quality and modern, and some really cool designs and layouts for specific ones you can do, a great process, and they will do your due diligence for you if you get in touch with them. In other words, if you're having a hard time reading the handbook and understanding the rules and regulations behind an ADU, these guys will do a quick search and let you know if it's maybe an option for your property. To not make this video too long-winded, I could dive into some spreadsheets and show you, but I'll just give you a general idea. Obviously, it depends on the size of your ADU and where you're located. Certain areas like downtown Salt Lake or popular 9th and 9th or good spots in Sugar House, if you can put a maximum sized one of these 650 square feet in your backyard and it's nice, some of them are commanding 12, 13, 1,400 a month in rent. So think about the return. If you can get 1,400 a month in rent and you're collecting about 16,000 a year almost from doing one of these in your backyard, and you're all into the unit, let's say with shipping, install, and all that, 160,000 bucks. That's a 10% return on your money. I'll tell you right now, you can't go buy a rental property anywhere in Salt Lake right now that's would give you a 10% cash on cash return. Maybe you could leveraged, but that's really difficult to find right now in our market. Cap rates are low. You couldn't go buy a duplex and get that kind of return. I promise you. I looked yesterday thoroughly for a client. There's not one property you could buy. So that's a really good value. If you can get an 8+% cash on cash return by adding one of these to your backyard, which pretty much anywhere they're approved, I would argue you could do at least that, if not better. They're a phenomenal investment. They're something you should really consider in your real estate over and above maybe other investment strategies you're looking at. All right, folks, happy Friday. Let us know if you have any further questions on ADUs, because you know what we say here at Utah Cribs. We educate you so you can make an educated decision when it comes to your real estate.